Hey guys, it's Clay from Clay's Collections, and we have a different kind of video today. I actually bought this product and I thought I would do a test video to see how well this product works. I am not sponsored by this. I'm not getting paid for this. This is just me trying out a new type of product, and this particular one is specifically designed to remove adhesives. Actually, not even remove, but release adhesives from different surfaces. So like if you've got tape and it's stuck to paper, you can use this and it will actually release the adhesive from the paper without tearing the paper. But then once the product dries from the tape, then it becomes sticky again. So you could actually reuse the tape or whatever you're using. It's quite an interesting product. So without further ado, let's just start seeing how it works. Okay guys, I got this new, it's called Framing Adhesive Remover. And so I wanted to try it out and thought I'd bring you guys along. Now what it's supposed to do is release the adhesive on labels and tape and whatever. But then once this product evaporates, because it evaporates very quickly, the label is still sticky again. So we'll try it out. So the first thing, it's fairly simple. It's a plastic sleeve that I have a pricing label on. So I'm just gonna coat it. I'm trying out stuff that I'm not too worried about as far as, if it'll be affected by, if it gets ruined or something. I'm not too worried about it. So let's see. Does have quite the smell to it. I'm going to spread a little bit underneath it. Yeah, it definitely loosens it up a lot. We'll see if that gets sticky again afterwards. Doesn't leave any. No residue left on here, so that's good. Some of these labels leave residue. All right, so here I'm going to try it on. It's very thin plastic. Let me just cut this off because I don't want to. We're just experimenting here, so. All right, let's try this one. And because this plastic is really thin, it tears really easily. These labels are not very porous, so that's why I'm doing it on the back too. Amazingly, that one came out pretty good. See, and this is still really sticky. Interesting. All right, now we're going to do a more severe test. This has tape, former, obviously, reference or library book of some sort. And this is a paper dust jacket, and it's got tape with this white label underneath it. These are the worst things to try to peel off of books because they always tear the paper, even if it's just the surface. So let's see. A little bit of that underneath. And I know my hand's in the way of you guys seeing what's underneath here. And this tape is quite old, actually. I believe you can't always just set this, let it set, as opposed to me kind of pulling the tape and then just brushing it. Some of you are probably like me, a little impatient. We want it to go quick. And again, I'm not worried about if I ruin this dust jacket cover. That's pretty impressive. That came off like it did. All right, now let's see this white label. I don't have real good fingernails, so. This label is coming off in pieces. So I'll put this on here and let it soak for a little bit. And we'll see how it comes off of this paper backing. And it does say to clean photographs, approximately 5 minutes, it says. So my experience so far is it's working faster than that. So we'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, I've let this set about 5 minutes, and I've just coated it with some more. I'm going to grab my surgical clamps here. Grab the corner. It's already starting to peel up a little bit. Yep, not quite up enough. Quite yet. It's just hard. I don't have fingernails to grab it, so it's like if I can grab something else to grab it, that would be great. These are not working. Let's try these. Pick these up at the bins. Yeah, that works. It's definitely coming off. Oops. Oh, that's up enough. I should be able to grab it with my hand. Yep. It's definitely helping. You can see where it breaks down the stickiness. And these have been on there for a long time, which also makes a difference if they're fairly new on there or if they've been on there for a long time. Now what's nice is, many times it leaves sticky residue. This doesn't. It definitely helps release the stickiness. So that's a good test. Happy about that one. See, and the sticky is still sticky. That's pretty fun. Okay, now this time this is from an antique Bible, probably from the 1880s, and somebody had used this packing tape to hold the cover board to the spine. And so what I'm doing here is, this is obviously tape on paper, and packing tape can be very sticky. And this has not only packing tape, but it also has electrical tape on it. But what I wanted to see here is how it affected the paper. And because I knew any other way I would try to get this off, it was going to tear the paper. And I was very impressed with how this released from the paper. But then my next concern was, will it leave like watermarks or, staining around where the paper actually got wet from this product? And the amazing thing was it didn't. It left no mark other than you can see where the tape was on there. And once the this solution dries, you can just see where the tape was, the ghost of the tape remnants. So this is a long process to get this off because I used the product, and I actually, because underneath this was the paper, and I let it absorb under the paper or under the tape through the paper, and it actually released quite well. Probably if I would have left it for a little longer, it may have worked a little better. I don't know, but by going slow, doing it this way, applying it as I'm pulling it off, it actually worked really well. I was very impressed with that. So, and then I will speed this up and I'll show you the electrical tape portion where I'm removing it. Okay, sorry about the camera angle here. I didn't realize I'd gotten it off camera in my efforts to be able to see what I was doing. I had to have it close to my eyes. But this is the electrical tape they put along the outside edge because the cover of the Bible was black, so the electrical tape blended in better. But it worked exceedingly well on this electrical tape, just like it did on the packing tape. It did not affect the leather, which this Bible cover has as its top covering on the front. And if anybody's ever worked with electrical tape, you know it is very sticky and leaves a lot of residue when you pull it off. So I was very impressed with how easily this released the electrical tape from the leather and areas of paper that it was attached to along this edge of the board. So it definitely has some great applications, and it did not discolor or harm the leather in any way. So that was my main concern, another reason why I chose this as an experiment. So it worked really well, both on the packing tape, the electrical tape, the Scotch tape, and the other sticky labels that were on the other books. So overall, I was very impressed with the product. I think it does well. I wouldn't call it a miracle product in that it will, be fantastic. But with time and patience, it definitely works better than any other method I've tried on delicate papers. And the fact that it did not have any adverse effects on the paper or the leather was also a very positive for me. Apparently this was developed for photography and removing adhesives and tape from photographs. So I actually am very happy with working and using it on different paper products. So I think in the future, definitely something I would recommend. I'll have a link for it down in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching.